So let's go ahead and look at this next one here. Heroics, that's a fun one. Grant the foe's strongest ally +2/+2 for each of their allies. And all things grow cold, double the stats and grant fearsome to the first unit the foe plays each round, and deadly. Standard deadly. So this involves you want to control the enemy as much as possible. I think that I want to show Warwick here. Now, 2 addendums. 1, I'm still experimenting because I just got Cruel Experiments, so I've been trying it out on him. And 2, I believe that Warwick is actually countered a little bit by All Things Grow Cold. But I still want to show him off here. So, Warwick 6-star is actually, he's one of the few people that has a 6-star that upgrades his 3-star. So his 3-star, allies have +1 for every 5 times you damage the, every time you've dealt damage. And with the 6-star, it's every 3 times. And additionally, when an ally kills a unit, heal it fully and grant it +3 health and impact. So Warwick kind of, before you get him to 6-star, his playstyle is spam out a bunch of cheap cards, scale your power crazy high, and then just kind of out-muscle people to kill them. His 6-star lets you kind of change your behavior a bit, because now you get that full heal when you kill a unit. So you can use him as a blocker all of a sudden, mostly Warwick. Have the unit die, then the unit heals up, and you end up having a strong scaling unit with a lot of health and power. Okay. Do I have any buffs that are temporary? I do, but I don't think they're as important. Explosive Finale is great, and In My Sights is great. But with Warwick, you're going to be playing your, I forget what it's called, Primal Howl? Blood Hunt. You're going to play your Blood Hunt a lot, and that's going to kind of give you a similar job to that. So let's go with Explosive Finale. So with the build I'm running Packed Plunder, Stalker's Blade, and Cruel Experiments. And the idea is going to be when they summon a unit for free at the beginning of the first turn, they're going to take damage. Then, oh, they didn't summon anything for free. That's crazy. Wow. I'm gonna pass. Oh, they didn't do anything. Well done. So, oh, they're just gonna summon it and straight attack. Well done. They got me. I'm going to use Blood Hunt to damage them in their Nexus. That triggers the Packed Plunder activation. Lets me summon Warwick to summon and strike the enemy. Now with that 6-star, I'm going to strike them. I'm going to heal. I'm going to have Cruel Experiments give me extra stats. And then we now have a very strong Warwick. The normal encounter of what I'm trying to do with this build is show up and have Warwick kill 2 units on the first turn, so that you end up with like a 7-10 Warwick, and that really becomes the big scaling point. Let's see. Yeah, really not much I can do here. Let's do this. The Boom Crew Rookie will help. They're going to summon something that summons the Mistrais. There we go. See, this is more of what I was thinking would be like. We're going to deal 1 damage to this and to the Nexus. Now we get some free damaged units. Warwick has quick attack, which is good. We can use him to free scale. And then we're just going to have the Clump of Wump attack here. And now Warwick is scaled, he's strong. We have a 12/12 Warwick with 3 impact, and every time he kills a unit, he's going to fully heal. He's in an incredibly strong spot now. We're mostly not worried about Warwick dying anymore. Drain 6 from a unit, very scary. Can I... I would like to troll the enemy, so I'm going to discard my own thing to kill my own unit. And that denies him healing his Nexus. It's not often you have to do that, but you can take care of things that way. Oh, the Whispering Wow, brutal. Some treasure, we'll get rid of one of the 2 mushroom clouds. Alright. We're running out of cards, but that's okay because they're running out of money. Now they're gonna summon something for free. Yes, I'm aware. They're either gonna do a kill and revive, or they're gonna do a... yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, that was exact lethal. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and do Power Riff. Ooh, that was scary. Managed to have just enough oomph to kill their Nexus, so that's good. Now, hopefully, after the second encounter, I can kind of show you what I mean by Warwick gets strong early and then scales in. His strongest adventure, weirdly enough, is the Swain 5-star. Let's see. That sounds funny, but I don't think I want that. I'm gonna play Boxtopus instead. So, you may notice, he has so much healing. He naturally has 16 healing from his constellation, and 8 more from... I got 8 more from Piltover nodes. So, he is super good into those kinds of adventures. Because there's some that just... You just take a lot of damage, and it sucks. But he doesn't have that problem. Let's go ahead and cut a card. Let's cut the Bloodthirsty Murderer. No, let's cut Get Excited. I did get to use it on my own units, but it's not normally that good. We're looking at Ash as the mid-boss, and Nautilus as the final boss. That should not be a problem. We'll go ahead and take out the Vicar and Vagabond, since both sides of the next encounter are just shops anyway, doesn't matter where we go. We got the Clump of Wumps. The Kimpunk Shredder is usually one of the cards I get rid of even. It's not that useful. It does damage to everything, sure, but you don't always need 1 damage. Okay, so this is kind of what normally I run on Warwick 6-star on the first turn of the encounter. You run Blood Hunt, and you strike them in the Nexus. This does 2 things. It damages them, that makes them vulnerable. It also means that they take damage, which is usually enough for Warwick to come in and strike them. So Warwick has Stalker's Blade, he's already going to strike this one, so let's strike that one instead. Now I lost health, but I'm up to 7. Sadly, I don't have enough oomph to survive, so I cannot handle that. Warwick's big weakness is going to be big units, and that's why I had mentioned at the beginning, All Things Grow Cold is a big problem for him, because it makes them have at least 1 big unit every turn. But I wanted to show him off regardless, so we're going to live with that potential. Here comes another big card.
Must be nice.
Always the Vicar and Vagabond, how funny. We're going to go ahead and summon the Clump of Wumps for some chump blockers. It looks like they didn't want to bite. So we're going to go ahead and let it be. Slam a few mushrooms into their deck. And end our turn. Alright, Warwick is lovely. That is great. Let's go ahead and get some power going here before we start losing our mana gems. The Caustic Cast Salesman is great for this kind of stuff. And we will use Blood Hunt to make everybody vulnerable. Die. Yes. Okay. And when you're attacking with Warwick, I recommend, and you have these used Cast Salesman and the Caustic Casks, have them attack first, because every time they attack, they explode, they deal 1 damage to each Nexus, so it's 3 ticks of damage, which guarantees you +1 power. So then you can use it to heckle people, like so. And now Warwick will gain strong enough power to kill that. And, yes, that'll do. And now we've managed to wrestle full control of the board. All before they have a chance to do much with it. And not only are we strong now, but our Warwick is also now 17-13, 18-13. As he goes stronger, he's also just going to start attacking stuff at the end of the turn, get stronger, more powerful, healthier, all at the same time. Take a look at this Sandstone Charger. I can block it. Straight up. We're going to play some treasure to discard a card. Stealth with that. He can block because he has barrier, and Warwick can block because he's fully healed. Oh. There's nothing I can do to save Warwick, is there? The only hope Warwick has is that I play this jury rig and I get something helpful. Nope. Alright, Warwick dies. That's fine. It was really well played by the enemy. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do. Might as well let it go. Okay. That's fine. It's a little sad to see Warwick go, but we can handle it. We've kind of taken this is Warwick's endgame. It's like if you don't win quickly, and that's that you have units with massive attacks and just utterly poor attack stats or HP stats. So that's where stuff like Blood Hunt comes in. Lets you use these chump attackers. Warwick's kind of the only guy that gets chump attackers where, like, Scuttle Crab becomes a massive threat. Like, look, 14 power Scuttle Crab. So you can use him to attack with a lot of people. Here we have Renekton. Nice. We're going to give him 2 power, give the enemy vulnerable. Now the enemy has no power. We go ahead and just up an attack here. We use a Scuttle Crab to damage their Nexus. And that concludes the round. Good job, Renekton. So this was the Vicaran Vagabond. It took a minute because Warwick died and it made it unfortunate. But we got through it. So Desert Duel is funny. We can go ahead and go for that. We'll go ahead and go to the shop as well. We're not really looking for much here, so we're probably just going to look for the power. Created cards cost 1 less. Beautiful. That's great. Warwick has 3 different cards that this benefits from, if I remember right. Because he has the Blood Hunt every turn. He has the Mushroom Clouds made by the Clump of Wumps. And he has any cards that are made by the Invoking process. We're going to go to the Carnivorn Soldier. This one is again going to be another demonstration of the problem that Warwick runs into, which is really vertical units. But it's again an opportunity for us to see what it's like. He can do this. Alright. Very nice, very scary. Blood Hunt comes in. Slam him with that. Warwick can actually attack this person twice. Because they're damaged, he can target him, and he will then use Stalker's Blade. Just like that, they have a pesky Spectre that's 11-10 on the first turn. And an encroaching mist. I mean, if they just keep playing ephemeral cards, I'm actually not that upset. Because they're just giving up the units. They probably would have been better off not playing that encroaching mist last turn. But our enemy's mistakes are theirs to make. Shark Chariot, pretty scary card actually. They get a lot of them going. But we'll be fine. Oh my gosh. A 1/1 ephemeral copy. Yes, it's not a problem. Our Mushroom Clouds are nice and cheap. That's the benefit of that wild magic. We'll go ahead and do Broom Crew Rookie. That's fine. We'll give up our Wumps. And in exchange, Warwick gets stronger. And we just need to make sure they don't free attack us in the future, because if they do, they're going to summon so many chariots. Very scary. In fact, let's go ahead and end the game here.
Time to go.
Just enough. Perfect. Cruel Experiments has been very helpful. One of Warwick's biggest weaknesses before getting his 6-star was that he didn't have Overwhelm, so you'd have this 15-1 Scuttle Crab, but they could block it with anything. So Cruel Experiments did actually help a lot on this. Oh golly, you don't want to get champions in your deck because it makes it less likely to draw your actual champion. But if you had one, Azir's a good one. I'm gonna have to let him go, but I actually really had to think about that. Okay, we get an item. We don't really need Barrier on Warwick. He's gonna heal up to full mostly. He is a dog, but he's the only dog. Grant supported ally. Sure, that's cool, but we could do a reroll. Brash, Chimes. We could do one more. Here we go. When you play a card, give me +1/+1. Now you can start blocking a little better. We're going to cut a card. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to cut the Chempunk Shredder. He's too expensive for what he does, so we can get rid of him.
I'll lead the way.
Alright, we're fighting Ash. Now Ash, there's a little bit of a problem here, and that is Warwick is going to get Frostbit. So this is going to emphasize the other half of his kit. Oh, wait a second. Does this card kill itself when I play it? I think he does. Forgive me, chat, as I experiment. Will Cruel Experiments kill this? No. Okay. Okay, we're good, we're good. For a second I thought I was about to like get rid of my only unit. Okay. And we're gonna end our turn there. We don't have Warwick, which is unfortunate, but we'll live with it.
Bring me the call of an ice-shrouded world.
We're gonna use the Venom the Mused Cat Salesman to get a whole bunch of stuff. We are gonna lose a lot of HP actually. We're gonna lose a ton of HP. Oh my word, we lost so much HP.
No refunds.
So let's go ahead and put in Boomshore Rookie. There's the Warwick that we needed. Man, that was brutal. That one attack hurt so much. Heroics is starting to scale a little bit out of hand. Let's go ahead and use Blood Hunt to get a little extra vulnerable in here. And we will use... no... Warwick costs 1. We're going to summon Renekton. Bait out any kind of... yeah, any kind of Frostbite that they could have used. That would have been bad. So getting it out of the way is good. Now we have the oomph that we need. We can start killing... we're going to kill Ash. Then his Stalker's Blade is going to strike that one as well. We've dealt enough damage so he has quick attack, which means we can now attack other units. Very nice. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I've messed up. Oh, that's brutal. And we just have to let it go. Man, that hurt. Warwick got... oh man, this is bad. Let's see. Oh god. Okay. I'm about to lose. I am pretty sure. What can I do here? I can use Caustic Riff to deal more damage. And hope that he doesn't open attack. He didn't open attack. Okay. I can use Desert Duel here. And kill this with this. Yeah, I'll have to kill that with that. Man, that's bad. Oh, I am in trouble. I am in deep doo-doo. Okay. 16.
Glorious battle.
Oh, can I swap that up?
You'll answer to me.
I have to give up both my champions, but I can survive another turn. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is so very, very bad. Actually, not as bad as I think, maybe. I know it looks bad, and it feels bad, and it's probably bad. but it's gonna be okay. I don't have quick attack. If I had quick attack, I would actually use it.
Ice runs in our veins.
Okay, good. Okay, we use some treasure on the jury rig. Get a bunch of power here. We use the list. No, we use this on them. And what this will do is get them just low enough that we can kill them.
There's a scent in the air.
That's fine. We can kill that unit. That's not a problem. We can use the list. Go. And now we use Desert Duel. Cut their attack. Use him again. Gain the extra health that we need there. And now we have enough to end the game. Wow, we came back from that. Oh, that was so bad. I cannot believe we played that just right. Okay. So, Warwick's usual game plan is get a really big unit, and then, like Warwick himself, and have him control the board perpetually every turn. But if you can't get a big unit, you don't have Warwick, you're going to really struggle. So we're going to put Deathless on him. That is nice. And we're going to hope that we get some more power here. Let's see what we get. Oh, man, these are both good, actually. Sharpened Resolve in hand, it costs 0. Has some play, but I'm actually gonna go with the Gearheads. I think that the Gearheads are gonna be better. We have a Rekindler for a revive, but we have to go through Poros. Or we go through the Kimpunk Shredder, who is a little buggy, so we're gonna go through the Poros. Yeah, I think the Heart of the Fluft is going to be better to fight here than the Kimpunk Shredder. It had some weird bugs to it, where at one point it would stun you inconsistently, and I don't know if those have actually been fixed. So I went to the Heart of the Fluft instead. We're going to see if this ends up happening enough power. Okay. Blood Hunt, as is tradition at the start of the turn for Warwick. This will let him take care of it. They summon a Poro that we can kill. Can we kill him? We can. So what we're gonna do... No, we can't do that. We're still gonna attack him with Warwick, though. Nice. Alright, Poro Stories gets played. That's fine, we can handle that. Bloodthirsty Marauder comes in. We're gonna use the list to make them vulnerable. This will let us take care of their Poro boss. And then I think this will level Warwick, if I remember correctly. If I can count right. Yes. Warwick is leveled. There's one thing about this Warwick 6-star power that doesn't come up often, and that is, you notice that he has impact. When he attacked, he gained impact from the quick attack, then the quick attack applied the impact. So if you have a quick attack unit, they can get the impact from his 6-star power mid-attack and then use that. It only comes up in rare instances, but it did mean I got 1 extra damage tick, so that's very nice. We have Blood Hunt. Since we have Explosive Finale, can't pass up that free damage. Oh no, they live! Is what I would say. But they're gonna die. Very nice. We take care of their units. The Poros are a little scary, but we're not that scared of them. They're not going to scale fast enough. Warwick scales too fast. I mean, look at it. This is turn 3, I want to say. This is turn 2. And he's at 22 power. 16 power. Like, he's a little powerful. So we can now swing for the fences here. Knock him out. They managed to block half that damage, but nowhere near enough, so we managed to win this game. GG. And we are very happy. We can... I've already forgotten what was on the other side of this encounter. There were two things. One of them was like an exclamation point, right? We wanted to go there, but what was it? Getting more Warwicks in the deck is good. We're going to take more of him. It was a Rekindler, right? Yes, let's take a Rekindle. I don't plan on needing to revive, but it's always nice to have more of them when you're in the deadly missions, just in case something decides to be unfun. Got the Beastie. This one's kind of annoying, because they're going to capture all of our units. But we can kind of handle it, actually. So, Warwick has a few ways to damage them outside of combat, which means that we'll be able to get our units back and then swing hard. Let's see. I bet that you were going to play a unit. Yeah, you were. Alright, we're going to use Blood Hunt, damage them in their Nexus,
Now I pack a punch.
laugh at them, then use Warwick to attack. Alright, Bloodthirsty Marauder comes out.
Oh, God! Try to keep up.
And we actually gonna put these guys in the back, because this impact and this impact mean that they're gonna get a little extra attack by putting them at the end. There's a spell with 4 cost that says all buffs are permanent except for barrier. I've used that to grow my Viego to 70/70 and kill Aurelion Soul in the first turn. Very nice. Viego kept the barrier buff as well. Maybe he kept the barrier because he had quick attack, but still, that is very cool. So, what buff did you buff your Viego with to get him that powerful? Was it, like, I'm trying to think, like, what is the fun stuff here? Oh, okay. Wait, I don't have Blood Hunt. Oh, he gets +1 for every mist you summon. Yes, but the good news about the +1 for every mist is that those stats are already permanent, actually. So you get to keep that. Oh, I could just kill them with double Warwick at this point. Viego is very strong. With all of his mist, he becomes a menace super fast, and it makes him very nice to play. Arguably, like I would still say he's top 3 in all of Path of Champions right now. Oh, perma over battles. I don't think that those battles remain permanent across battles.
Death is coming.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it works like that. I think that may have been a bug. That doesn't sound right. Spell Major Viego, keep all buffs. Yeah, but that buff should go away after the combat ends. That is very weird. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see like a video of that though. That'd be fun. Very much a broken status, probably a bug, but hey, it's cool you got a really cool run out of it. That's the cool stuff. Let's see, what card are we cutting here? I don't think I need the Boxtopus. Yeah, I don't think I need him. The extra mana would be nice, but he's kind of weak otherwise. It was 3 days ago, and I didn't think about recording. Dang, that's unfortunate. Well, sounds like I'll try to get that one in the future, and see if I can replicate that too. Okay. We got plenty of Warwicks, so that's good news. Downside is I think we have too many Warwicks. There is a build that people are running on 6-star Warwick where they specifically give him Echoing Spirit, and I'm not a big fan of that. So the problem with Echoing Spirit is that
This is progress.
you end up getting more Warwicks, which sounds great. Warwick attacks units. Like, look, I'm gonna pop a Warwick down, he kills a unit. That's cool. The problem is that 6-star Warwick ends up getting really tanky, and then he won't die. And then when you get Warwicks in your hand and you get these Blood Hunts, Blood Hunt is not that good of a spell. That Echoing Spirit makes sense. And so you end up with, like, way too many Blood Hunts in your deck, and then if you run out of units, you just die. And that's a problem Warwick already has, so I felt like Echoing Spirit doubles down on it and makes it kind of bad. Anyway, I'm gonna try to pronounce your name, Idozen. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming to the stream today. What's your favorite champion to play? Destroy. Dude, okay, let's do Blood Hunt. Never hurts. You like Poro King and Viego. Okay. So you like this, you like the units that get things that you like the big numbers at the end. I can respect that. Ow. That's fine. No. Let's see, so if you like Viego and you like Poro King because you like big numbers, what else? What is my favorite champion? That's an excellent question. There's some that I play for fun, and there's some that I play because they're strong, and then there's some that are both. I actually think Warwick is one of my favorite champions to play. And it's kind of weird. But I just really enjoy playing him. I love the idea of, like, getting these really strong high power units, but you kind of get to you get to work for it. Like, so you don't just start with them being powerful. So Warwick is actually, like, one of my guilty pleasure 6-stars, and I don't think that he has a good reputation, despite the fact that I think he's really fun to play. So if I were to kind of pick my favorite off-meta one, I'd say Warwick.